He wasn't the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. He wasn't the Finals MVP.
I might put Derek White more impactful than JT.
Tatum's not hardened. He's not hard.
Jayson Tatum hasn't even hit 30 yet and is one of the more accomplished players in the modern NBA already. That hasn't stopped the hate from social media to courtside fans. But why? Why is one of the best players in the league the most disrespected? I'm Jerry, and this is a Clutch original on why Jayson Tatum is one of the most hated players in the NBA today. Since getting drafted 3rd overall in the 2017 NBA draft, Jayson Tatum has quickly gone from under the radar to overrated. But many thought, including Tatum himself, thought that winning a title in 2024 would probably silence the noise.
What they gonna say now? What they gonna say now?
They've actually had quite a bit to say, and a lot of that has to do with his team, because they have never been bad since he was drafted in 2017. In fact, right before Tatum was drafted, the Celtics were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference before falling to LeBron and Cleveland in the Eastern Conference Finals. Since Tatum's been on the Celtics, they've never had a losing season, made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 5 out of the 7 seasons, and made it to the Finals twice. Not only does this success bring lack of sympathy, the Boston Celtics are also historically one of the most hated franchises ever. Not just for their 18 championships, but also for how their fans have been known to treat visiting players. Whether it's hate for former players like Kyrie Irving or Ray Allen, or targeted threats motivated by more than just the game, Boston has never been a place of love for visiting players. Of course, Tatum has zero control over fans. But the hate for Jayson Tatum goes much further than just the team he plays for. Despite being a 5-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA first-team member, a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and NBA champ, fans will always compare. Tatum has continually been in the top 10 discussion, but he's still not quite good enough. To get respect amongst NBA fans is much easier said than done, because even with 3 consecutive years of finishing in the top 6 in MVP voting, including a top 4 finish in 2023, Tatum hasn't received the top 3 in MVP voting going into the 2024-25 season. That's given fans and media the fuel to critique his shortcomings. But that's just the beginning, because with how controversial the MVP award has become year after year, Jayson Tatum would likely have to score at least 40 points per game to even be in the discussion of most valuable player. But there are some justifiable numbers that Tatum haters love. Jayson Tatum has put up some ridiculous playoff performances, including this 51-point Game 7 against the Sixers in the 2023 Eastern Conference Semis. And he's already top 8 in NBA history with playoff games with over 30 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists at 12, passing names like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. But that's not what Tatum haters focus on. The numbers they enjoy are related to 2 specific scenarios. We will start with shooting in the clutch. Statistically, this means shots that are taken in the last 5 minutes of game action when the game is within 5 points. And while Tatum is shooting a healthy 51% in these scenarios, Unpredictable.com has an even more specific number that is hurting Tatum: double clutch. Multiple sources call these double clutch moments crucial to the game's outcome, and are usually in the last 2 minutes. In these situations, Tatum has shot 24%, which was dead last in the 2024 postseason. Despite all that, he still put up 25 points, 9.7 boards, and 6.3 assists per game that postseason. But the biggest numbers fans and haters have against Jayson Tatum comes on the biggest platform every spring: the NBA Finals. Going into the 2024-25 season, Tatum has appeared in 2 NBA Finals, 2022 and 2024. Let's take a look at 2022 first. Across the 2022 postseason, Tatum averaged 25.6 points, 6.7 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game on 43% from the field. Then he played Steph Curry and the Warriors. In that series, some of Tatum's numbers dropped a bit to 21.5 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. But the biggest column that everyone noticed was his field goal percentage, 37%, including 17% game 1. It should be better in 2024, right? Tatum put up 25 points, 9.7 rebounds, and 6.3 assists on 43% from the field across the 2024 playoffs. But the NBA Finals marked another hiccup: 22.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game on 39%. For any other player, this would be great, but not for somebody that's considered an MVP talent. This included 3 games under 20 points. And while Jaylen Brown's stats were similar, His impact to go with field goal percentage and true shooting percentage leveraged his NBA Finals MVP. What haters see are flaws, so Tatum has to be damn near perfect to overcome his shortcomings. And despite winning the title, fans continue to nitpick his every move, from his Kobe Bryant text messages, which was seen as lack of originality or corniness, fueled yet another social media barrage of hate before his lack of playing time at the 2024 Paris Olympics. As long as Jayson Tatum keeps on winning, fans and media will continue to hate. What do you think Jayson Tatum has to do to silence his haters?